would like us to take our newfound algebraic skills and apply it towards word questions. So let's look at some rectangles first. Okay, so in a rectangle, first we need to know what's the length. What's the length length is the long side. Okay, the long side. So where there's length, there's going to be width. W-I-D-T-H. Often this is the short side of the rectangle. So if this is your rectangle, this side is 5, this side is 3. The long side is usually considered to be the length, and then the short side is normally the width. Another word that you hear when we talk about rectangle is called the perimeter. So what's the perimeter of a rectangle? Okay. This is the distance around a rectangle. Around a rectangle. Okay. So for this one here, it's going to be the distance around. So if you were walking around the rectangle, you have 5, right? And this is 3, so the top is 5, and the left side is also 3. So you would have 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5. And that is your perimeter. 16. Okay, 16 units. Okay. So knowing that the perimeter is the distance around the rectangle, there's a formula to calculate the perimeter of a rectangle. Okay, so how to calculate the perimeter of a rectangle. Okay. The formula is given by perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Okay. So here you have 2 times the length is 5 plus 2 times the width is 3. Remember, width is the short side, length is the long side. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 2 times 3 is 6. 10 plus 6 is 16. So that again is the distance around the rectangle. It's called the perimeter. Okay? So if you prefer to use the formula, that's an option. Okay. Let's translate a sentence here. How would you translate this sentence to an equation? Say the length of a rectangle is 6 more than twice the width okay. The length of a rectangle is 6 more than twice the width. The length is 6 more than so that's going to be something plus 6, right? Twice the width, 2 times W. Okay. Let that sink in. Because we're going to use that to do some bigger things, greater things in a bit. Here, let's give you another practice one. Now let's say the width of a rectangle is 9 less than 3 times the length. Three times the length. Okay. So push pause, give it a try. The width of a rectangle is 9 less than 3 times the length. So 3 times the length, 9 less than that. Okay. There you go. Okay. Hoping that you're feeling a little bit more comfortable in terms of translating a sentence into an equation. Okay, now let's use this knowledge to tackle some real rectangles here. So let's say given a rectangle like so with a length of 9 and 4. Let's say, what are the dimensions of this rectangle? Whenever you see dimension, that means it's asking you for the length and the width. Okay? So here, the length is equal to, remember, length is the long side, so it's equal to 9. width is the short side. Here is 4. Okay. You can say this rectangle is a 9 by 4 rectangle, or if you were to go to Home Depot or Lowe's, you might ask for wood that is 9 by 4 written as with a multiplication symbol there. Okay.